freshman or sophomore year of high school. And I was going through a bit of a tough time in my life, as my grandfather was very close with throughout the years of my life was going through his end-of-life stages. It was very tough in my life, and it kind of pushed me out of my faith a little bit because I was very angry towards God for, doing that at that time of my life. And throughout that year, just having a lot of guilt in my heart on that anger. And it was late one night, and I was up with anxiety and stuff like that. And I just started praying, which I hadn't done for a while. But mainly just kind of asking God a lot of call-out questions like, how could you be so mean to him or so cruel? He was a deacon for 25 years, and he's served you and he's loved you. He's raised his grandchildren like his own sons. How could you take him out in such a cruel way where he's always hurting? That's not love and merciful like I was taught you were. And after that, we feel pretty good when you vent out. But then I asked an actual question, and I was like, what was my purpose in all of this? To have a great relationship with my grandfather. And as clear as if someone was speaking to me, I heard a voice in my head that said, I wanted him to show you how to be a father because I want you to be a father, a priest. And I was very taken aback at that moment, but that's kind of the first time that I heard the Lord calling me to consider priesthood. Never had that calling before, and the life of a priest is very different from a normal lifestyle, I guess you would say. And as a kid growing up, you feel like you're called to marriage with someone, that you're going to marry a wife and have kids. And then to hear the Lord say, no, I want you to be a priest, and you're not going to have a family of your own. Be a spiritual father. I was taken aback by that, and also just because, that's a radical change, very radical step to take, and so I was kind of taken aback, and I was like, whoa, that's not the answer I was really looking for, but that was the answer that he gave me, so. And once you get into seminary, if you go all the way to become a priest, if you don't discern out in any time frame of that, it's 8 years of schooling. We wake up kind of roughly around 5:30 to 6 o'clock each morning. We go downstairs to our chapel at 6:30 for holy hour and morning prayer. Once that's done, we go to classes throughout the morning. And then depending on what time your classes are, you just kind of go to classes throughout the day. And then in the afternoon, you kind of have a little bit of break time. And then depending on which day, we have mandatory study hours that we do at the end of the night, just to keep on with our studies and stuff, because they want us to get 40 hours of study time, have a classroom or study time in each week, so it's essentially a full-time job. And then before that, we also have Mass and evening prayer with that as well, and, supper. And then after our study hours, have some more break time to relax, and then around 9:30 is quiet hours time when we can still be up if we want to, but we have to have our doors closed and we have to start settling down for bed. And so we'll repeat the next day. The one thing that surprised me the most, and I told some of the guys there, this is when I first showed up, I had the full expectation that everyone was going to be there and cassock and surplice like what I wear for Mass. And they're going to have their Bibles in their hands and rosaries out, and they're just going to be saying prayers all over and just be, Jesus freaks. But I got there, and just the normalcy and the humanity of each and every one of the guys there, and even the priests, was really a good experience, and just normalized being in seminary. We're just a bunch of guys who like to play sports, who like to talk about football and stuff like that. We like to just hang out. But obviously there's like the religious aspect of that. But just, it was really surprising, but really a good surprise to just, or just a bunch of normal guys that are working towards finding what God is asking for us in our life. So just be open to it. It's scary, definitely, as it was, scary for me to even think about it, because it's a very big step to do that, and a very big change. But just know that the Lord is going to help you in getting towards that goal, because the Lord wants you to be happy, and if this is what the Lord wants you to do, then He's going to do whatever it takes to get you to there. So don't worry if you don't think it's going to work out, or also if you think that you can just ignore it away or something because you don't think that that's what you want to do, because the Lord's pretty stubborn. He'll keep trying with you, but just be open to it, and to pray about it, to definitely pray about it. The best thing for discernment is active prayer, and with that, with more prayer, you learn the voice of God more and more and more, so you can hear that. So you're not hearing your own voice or any other voices.